Hi everyone. How are you doing? Today I'm going to present you about the former king of Cambodia, Norodom Sihanouk. Norodom Sihanouk was a Cambodian politician who led Cambodia in various capacities throughout his political career, but most often as the king of Cambodia. In Cambodia, he is known as Samdech. During his lifetime, Cambodia was variously called the French Protectorate of Cambodia until 1953, the Kingdom of Cambodia 1953 to 1970, the Khmer Republic 1970 to 75, Democratic Kampuchea 1975 to 79, the People's Republic of Kampuchea 1979 to 93, and again the Kingdom of Cambodia from 1993. Sihanouk became king during French colonial rule in 1941 upon the death of his maternal grandfather, King Norodom. After the Japanese occupation of Cambodia during World War II, he secured Cambodian independence from France in 1953. He abdicated in 1955 and was succeeded by his father, Sreyoun, so as to directly participate in politics. Sihanouk's political organization Sangcom won the general elections that year and he became Prime Minister of Cambodia. He governed it under one-party rule, suppressed political dissent, and declared himself head of state in 1960. Officially neutral in foreign relations, in practice he was closer to the communist bloc. The Cambodian coup of 1970 ousted him and he fled to China and North Korea, there forming a government in exile and resistance movement. He encouraged Cambodians to fight the new government and backed the Khmer Rouge during the Cambodian Civil War. He returned as figurehead head of state after the Khmer Rouge's victory in 1975. His relations with the new government declined and in 1976 he resigned. He was placed under house arrest until Vietnamese forces overthrew the Khmer Rouge in 1979. Sihanouk went into exile again and in 1981 formed Fun Simpec, a resistance party. The following year, he became president of the coalition government of Democratic Kampuchea (CGDK), a broad coalition of anti-Vietnamese resistance factions which retained Cambodia's seat at the United Nations, making him Cambodia's internationally recognized head of state. In the late 1980s, informal talks were carried out to end hostilities between the Vietnam-supported People's Republic of Kampuchea and the CGDK. In 1990, the Supreme National Council of Cambodia was formed as a transitional body to oversee Cambodia's sovereign matters, with Sihanouk as its president. The 1991 Paris Peace Accords were signed and the United Nations Transitional Authority in Cambodia (UNTAC) was established the following year. The UNTAC organized the 1993 Cambodian general elections, and a coalition government, jointly led by his son Norodom Hun Sen, was subsequently formed. He was reinstated as Cambodia's king. He abdicated again in 2004 and the Royal Council of the Throne chose his son, Sihanouk, as his successor. Sihanouk died in Beijing in 2012. Between 1941 and 2006, Sihanouk produced and directed 50 films, some of which he acted in. The films, later described as being of low quality, often featured nationalistic elements, as did a number of the songs he wrote. Some of his songs were about his wife Queen Monique, the nation's neighboring Cambodia, and the communist leaders who supported him in his exile. In the 1980s Sihanouk held concerts for diplomats in New York City. He also participated in concerts at his palace during his second reign. That's all about Norodom Sihanouk. Thank you for your attention. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please subscribe, like and share to channel Sreyoun in order to get more videos. Thank you.